morning. Welcome to the FinLab Jom Transform program. Today we're going to have a kickoff session and a very bright and early morning. Hope everyone is awake. Thank you for coming in for this session. I see quite a few people that are coming in. Very nice to meet you guys for the very first time. My name is Jamie. I'm from the FinLab. And today we have quite a few exciting things lined up, and let's have the next slide come on, and that's what we'll actually have. Basically this is our agenda for today. We'll actually have an opening address by Kok Tee, and later you know who he is. And after that, we actually had a short introduction of the FinLab, what this Jom Transform program is about, what you get to experience, and then what's happening next. And after that, we do have a closing address by William Heng, also from the UB Malaysia team. I see a lot of happenings on the chat, so feel free, if you're here for the first time, say hello to everybody. I think it'd be nice to get to connect and to actually meet with each other virtually now that we're in the midst of the pandemic. All right. I guess without further ado, I'd like to actually invite Mr. Yap Kok Tee, Executive Director, Country Head of Channels and Digitalization of UOB Malaysia, to actually share his opening address. Please. Morning, Kok Tee.
Hi, good morning, everyone. This is our safety net to keep everybody safe. And safe for you, safe for me. All of us need to be in this together. And fortunate or unfortunate, we are in a very challenging time. Unfortunate is that we are all in a lockdown in the MCO. The fortunate part is that we are learning a lot more on the digital front. And with that, good morning to each and every one of you. Welcome to UOB, what we call the Jom Transform program. And we intend to bring you forward into the next few years with a lot of challenging tasks ahead for us to adopt and for us to familiarize ourselves with. UOB drive to support SME digitalization has been an ongoing journey. We started in 2019, and 2020 proved to be something that we find that the demand for knowledge, demand for understanding on digital transformation to address the individual organization, whether it's organization or the employee or organization. How is what Surina said this morning in the BFM, how to learn and earn what the way going forward. And people transformation is the toughest piece, and change program is really a necessity. And we need to provide the guidance and the leadership to all our SME colleagues and our SME partners to make sure that we together from a UOB perspective able to drive the SME digitalization going forward in a very meaningful way, and a way that will impact you as an organization. And we hope that by doing that, we have to help you to increase your revenue, to improve your efficiency and productivity, rally your people around, and hopefully, in a way, you also help you to take a relook at how cost management ought to be managed during a difficult time like this. And we as a bank, we are also in many ways affected. What we plan to do is what one of the study by McKinsey, a lot of things that the banks or even institutions plan to do in a 3 to 5 year journey ahead in the form of digitalization has been brought forward significantly with and implemented within a year. And this is something that is common worldwide in every industry. We hope that this program that we have launched in, we started this idea in 2019, and we have received tremendous support from SME, as well as the association, and as well as the, what we call that, the Chamber of Commerce, the interest group, NGOs. And for that, they see a lot of value, and for us, we also see a lot of value in the early participants in the form of looking at helping you to understand your pain point and help you to what we call structurally formulate your business plan in a manner that able to take you to the next stage. And things that you are probably familiar, some of you probably familiar, like with digital marketing, digital analytics, e-commerce, and RPA, and how we could actually able to help you to scale your business into e-commerce space, especially where we can actually cut across a border. And the good part about a situation we are in the pandemic is that you see there's a surge in demand for digital knowledge, surge a demand for able to reach out to the market across the border. So it becomes a borderless world. It means to say that it gives us a lot of opportunity in a way we engage our future customer and potential. And to scale your business across the border, and also able to support you in how to implement it. Yeah, so you will need to put together some of our technology solution provider. And we have several hundreds of technology solution provider. Like last year, we bring the technology solution provider to come to pitch to you and to share with you what your technology can do for you as an SME to scale up digitally. And this technology solution provider, and some of them came along with what we call a joint bundle. In short, it simply means to say that they come together to offer you a package to help you to painlessly scale up into the next level. And many a time when we want to step out into the unknown, into the digital world, we always ask ourselves, how much will it going to cost me? And who is this partner? Is the technology solution provider a reliable partner to us? And some of these pain points, the question you ask, this is where technology solution provider that is been identified or that be working closely with UOB will help you to answer some of these very pertinent questions. And we believe that just similar to the past, we must provide the strong collaboration by bringing the experts, those people who are knowledgeable in their field, whether it's e-commerce or digital marketing, digital analytics, or even RPA and things like that, so that they can come forward to be your trainer, to be your mentor, and provide you the insight that you will probably need a lot as you go along. And this technology support, solution provider provide the expert guidance and confidence, and for you to actually able to execute. And we hope that the technology solution provider will match together with you on your needs and your pain point, so that you could actually take a lot of comfort to scale up. And this is roughly the whole program. We strongly believe that will help the SMEs significantly. And from the past experience, from the past participants' feedback, we realized that the way to move forward is the significant piece, which is actually the change. Change in your mindset, change in the way you look at your business, change in the way you rally your staff together into this change program to help you as an SME, your staff as an individual to grow and develop the digital skill moving forward. With that, I thank you again for joining UOB, joining this session in strong collaboration with FinLab. And FinLab is our what we call our partners in Singapore, and it's part of the UOB family. And we would like to actually work closely with you to scale up and to help you develop your business in a very sustainable way. And with that, I leave you to the Jamie as well as the team to take us to the next stage of the program. And I wish you well, stay safe, stay healthy, and kita jaga kita. Thank you. Yeah. Over to you, Jenny.
Thanks, Kokti. I think you had a lot of wise words over there, and you gave a lot of teaser, right, to all the exciting things that are coming up. Kokti mentioned about supporting SMEs, then Showmax bundles. Yes, there's a lot of ways that us FinLab and UOB are coming together to support SMEs. And I think like what Kokti mentioned, I think we want to assist you to actually tide through this time. We want to journey together with you. So I think very well summarized by Kokti over there. Thank you very, very much. I think some of you guys may be new to the FinLab. And as such, I think, I like to, quickly share what the FinLab does, what we do, and how we can actually support you during this journey as well. All right. So next slide, please. So, we're now at the stage of this digitalized world, right? And there's a lot of, things that as a business owner, we need to look out for. There's a lot of new technologies that are coming up. So how can we be ready? How can we be ready to adapt to this digitalized world? And, there's a lot of, it may seem like there's a lot of steps for you to get there. And some of the challenges that you might be facing might be listed over here. You might not know, hey, how do I start off with my digital marketing? How do I even put my products online to increase my sales channel? How do I even manage like my staffing difficulties? I think this is actually extremely relevant in this time during the COVID period, right? And there's so many changes, and all these challenges in the digitalized world, it will be there, and it will always be there until you actually find a way to actually to move along with it, right? We must always move along with the times, and that's why we are here to FinLab is actually here to actually support you, and this is what the FinLab does. So next slide, please. The FinLab, we are basically an innovation accelerator by UOB. We help businesses to scale across ASEAN, and we want to connect you with the right industry experts, mentors, tech providers, and to actually help you and your business maximize your long-term efficiency and to really grow, right? Grow within the region and to grow beyond. And these are our few core value propositions on the next slide. We actually support in terms of tech validation, tech matching. We also support in terms of banking with UOB's help. We do have a very strong partnership network in Malaysia, Singapore, Thailand, as well as a lot of other ASEAN countries. And we can also support you in terms of regionalization. So, as a bank and as FinLab, these are the areas that we can support you. And the two key areas that we do this is through our business transformation programs, number one. And number two is through this online platform called the FinLab Online. So I think most of us here are interested in the business transformation program, which is in Malaysia is called the Jom Transform program. And we have our next slide, please. And what the Jom Transform program, what we actually assist you with is in these three big areas, right? We actually would actually support you in terms of your learning about the different digitalization areas. How can you tackle weak digital marketing? How can you tackle putting your products online, tapping into the e-commerce space? That's one bit. The second bit is on matching you together with suitable tech solution providers, and these tech solution providers are actually curated by the team over here. And it goes back to our core value proposition on tech matching. We've always done tech matching. We work together with a lot of tech companies. We can support you in this area. And thirdly, in terms of implementation, so implementing the right tech solutions to achieve your business goals. And of course, each SME, each business, you actually face different difficulties, and our track record of working together with many different providers will allow us to support you in this implementation journey. And what the Jom Transform program will consist of in these few areas, they will be touched on by my colleague Sean later, who will actually give you more details about the Jom Transform program. And next slide, I'll actually share a little bit more about the FinLab Online. Overall, as the FinLab, we have this online platform that can support you in 4 key areas. These 4 key areas are actually tools. We do have some tools to allow you to understand your digital needs, to understand what kind of solutions you need. We have content. We do have content on our other SMEs that have actually implemented digital solutions. And if you're interested to find out more about how have they implemented solutions, what solutions did they implement, how was the experience like, do check out some of our content. We do have tech bundles as well. These tech bundles, some of them actually we have actually exclusive discounts together with these tech guys. And if you're not sure, what kind of solutions to pick out, that's where the Jom Transform program comes in to support you in that. And fourthly, we do have webinars. We do organize tech showcase. We do organize tech webinars. We have actually partners coming in to share about their solutions. So many things that the FinLab Online as an ecosystem can provide you. And this is, like I mentioned, beyond what the Drone Transform program can support you in. And let's have the next slide. And in the few years that we have actually worked together with SME, so we've been around since 2015, but in the few years, in the past 2-3 years that we worked together with SMEs, I think we've met over 1,000 tech solutions from 48 countries, and we've validated over 300 over tech solution providers. And we're bringing together this ecosystem of government agencies, different SMEs, right? And that's why we always encourage people to meet people in all these webinars, right? Say hello, connect with them. We'll bring together tech providers in our whole ecosystem, as well as experts from institutes of higher learning or from the industry. So this is our track record. And just to sum it off, right, what have we done in Malaysia? I think you must be curious, right? So with our next slide, this is actually what we have done in Malaysia. In our Drone Transform program, 250 over SMEs have actually gone through our Drone Transform program. 150 more of them have actually adopted digital solutions. And digital solutions, it's always a journey, right? Sometimes it's not immediately that you get to take on a tech solution. Sometimes it's a few months down the road, and it really is a personalized journey that every one of you actually go through. Is very individual, so we're there to support in this journey. And we've actually showcased over 100 over tech solutions for many different countries around the region. And these are some of our alumni. Some brands may be familiar. Sarai Group, famous F&B business. We do have Makeover Guys as well. I think quite famous as well, featured on TV. And we've also been covered by many news agencies. So in this sense, this is what we have done in Malaysia. If you want to find out more about how we've supported some of these SMEs, I think Google's your best friend. Go and check them out on Google, or if not, feel free to connect with us after this, and we're happy to share a bit more. And I think this sort of wraps up our successes in Malaysia. And if you do have any questions throughout this webinar, feel free to actually drop it in the Q&A section below. Is in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen if you're seeing it on your computer. If you're looking at it on your phone, you should have a button that says Q&A at the bottom corner. All right. And I think next up, we're going to show you this video of the Drone Transform program, and basically some of our alumni are actually featured there. All right, and let's hit it.
Digitalizations will definitely help us to add values to our operations as well as our business.
Only by going digital, we will be more competitive and survive in the revolution.
Some of the solutions that was provided was mind-blowing. We're talking about efficiency, we're talking about time and cost savings that will help the company heaps.
All right, solid. I hope you have I'll see a teaser, right, to actually what you'll get to experience in the Drone Transform program. This is what some of our SMEs have actually gone through in the program. This was, when there wasn't any COVID and where we could all meet and all that. But nevertheless, we still want to support you guys in this journey where, it's a challenging time. We still want to be there. And that's why we actually would have the Drone Transform program today. And I think we have our next slide. And then we actually have my colleague, Sean, that will actually be sharing more about the program and what you'll actually get to experience. All right. Yeah. So I'd like to, invite Sean to actually come up and actually share a little bit more about the program. Sean, over to you.
Thanks, Jamie. Thanks, Jamie, for the introduction. Good morning, everyone. So I'm Sean from FinLab Singapore. I'm a program director of this year's Drone Transform program. So what I'll be going through today will be the program experience for this year, Drone Transform program. And okay, we can move on to the next slide. So before I start, I would like to share some success stories as well as testimonial from our past participants. So probably I'll start with VCR. So some of you all might know VCR is a cafe chain in Malaysia, KL. So they have actually implemented Droppy. Droppy is a tech solution provider in Malaysia who helped to build a white label B2B ordering site. So VCR used to be previously they are just doing the B2C. So they open cafe, they serve business to customer. Through the Drone Transform program, they have actually implemented Droppy, which they have enhanced their coffee offering. They are now supplying coffee beans to various cafe. So they actually increased their business and revenue. Okay, so Droppy is also a platform that helps to assist them in the end-to-end management of the inventory and the sales for between the business to business. Okay, so next I will share on L&T Machinery. So they are predominantly a renter of power generator, mainly in the construction field. So L&T Machinery is also one of our past participants. They have implemented 3 solutions through our program. So the first one is called Novocore. So Novocore is a Singapore tech company where they link up with the existing CRM of L&T Machinery. They are able to capture the leads that are interested in their services, turn them into sales opportunity for their internal staff to follow up. They also have free call credits for L&T Machinery sales staff to contact their clients. And of course, this will increase their sales into conversions. Next, they also implemented a Malaysia tech solution, Zenru. So Zenru is a social listening tool. So they will actually capture the conversation on social media pertaining to this particular industry on power generator or any needs. So what they will help L&T Machinery is they know what the customer are looking for and what is their pain point, and they can actually tweak their service offering to cater to the needs of the customer. Okay, last but not least, they have also implemented Magisto. So Magisto is a platform to produce video using AI. So with the this will greatly reduce the cost and the time to produce video to enhance their digital marketing. So all these video will actually help to expand their business offering or outreach to their social media or website. Okay, next I will share 2 testimonials in the next page from our past participant as well. So the first I would like to share is from Markets. So they mentioned, as you can see, they mentioned that the Drone Transform program gave them the confidence and the courage for them to go into digitalization. So these are very positive feedback from our past participant on how our workshops, our program and our mentors, or even the communication with the tech solution provider are able to assist them in the next change, in the next phase of their business. Okay, last but not least is the makeover guys. So they have joined many programs from other institutions, but they find that the JOM Transform program is particularly unique because we really want to help. And we actually leverage on our network to bring in all the expertise and the tools for you all to leverage on, and be it whether you are in the early stage or in the building stage or even in the established stage of your business, you will definitely find some solutions to help in your business today and for tomorrow. Okay. Next, I'll be going through in the next slide, we'll be going through what can you look forward towards this whole program. So we have categorized them into 4 main category. In the first part, which is the first week, we will be running through workshop to identify your business challenges and how can you find opportunities within this particular situation and the point of a business. Followed by week 2 and 3, you will be meeting up with industry expert and our trainers that I'll be introducing later in the later slides in various areas such as digital marketing, e-commerce, business operation, and many more. Okay, followed by week 4 and 5, we will link you up with all the tech solution provider where they will be pitching, showcasing their solution, their portfolio, how can they help you in your next stage of your business in terms of digitalization or even in terms of change management. Okay, last but not least, we will network with the fellow SMEs and industry leader. If you are keen to go regional, we will actually link you up with the regional partner for UOB or even in the FinLab context. Then we will be able to assist you to outreach to further crowd. Okay, so I will be going deeper into in the individual week. So as I mentioned in the week 1, where we will identify pain point, we'll be running a workshop called Business Model Canvas. So we will have a trainer to facilitate this, to understand your business model, and then how can we sieve out the opportunity to prepare your business for a more resilient and future-ready environment. Okay, and week 2 and 3, where we will be linking up with our trainers. First track, we will be looking to how to improve your sales through all these marketing strategy, social media branding, storytelling, and how to even outreach to more customers from a B2C, B2B, or you can even have the best of both worlds. Okay, on the second track will be increasing your workflow efficiency. How do we look at your current workflow process? How can we better automate it? How can AI analytics or even the supply chain management help to improve your business efficiency, cut costs, and save time? Okay, next, in week 4 to 6, this will be the first one will be on a tech pitching day, where I mentioned that our tech solution provider will be coming in to showcase their solution. We will be matching the SME with the tech solution and how can they help in your current business, or even how can they complement your existing business model. And also we have touched on earlier on the regionalization. We do have our colleagues who are very familiar with the markets in Thailand, Malaysia, Singapore, or even Vietnam and China. So do let us know your plans, and we can even see how can we link you up with our colleagues in the various countries. Okay, so next I'll be introducing some of our trainers. We are not just restricted to these 6, we actually have more. So first is our mentor in residence, Felix Tan. So he is a very experienced speaker who will be helping us in the first workshop, where we will have the business model canvas, followed by Gordon Lee from Synergy, who is e-commerce, whose company is in the e-commerce field, followed by Peter Ong from Rested Edge Advisory. He is a speaker on change management. How can you change your mindset and move forward in the ever-changing environment? We also have Diraj from Densu, Malaysia, who is a digital marketing firm. We also have a senior lecturer, Ka Hyong from Singapore Polytechnic, is an institution of higher learning in Singapore. He will be sharing on some of the past cases of how do you better your workflow automation, etc. And also Julia Goh, who is a UOB Malaysia senior economist. She will be sharing on the market outlook and what are the trends that you can be looking out for moving forward. Okay, so last but not least, some of you must be wondering who is in our team for this year Job Transform program. So the main working committee are the 6 of us. First, we have William Heng, who is the head of FinTech ecosystem and partnership in UOB Malaysia. And Michael Tan, Angel Tan, and Zulfa are in his team in UOB Malaysia. And followed by myself and Jamie, whom you have met earlier. We are from the FinLab Singapore. We will also be running this program together with William, Michael, Angel, and Zulfa. Okay, so I'm very happy to see you all in this kickoff session. So next, I will hand over to Jamie, who will be looking at the Q&A session to answer any queries that we have from our attendees so far. Thanks, everyone.
All right, thanks, Sean. Sean went through, quite a few details about the program. I would think that some of you might have some questions on the program. Feel free to actually put it into the Q&A section. There's a button, like I mentioned, in the bottom right-hand corner. And let us know what questions do you have, if there's anything that you'd like to clarify. I think this would be the best time to clarify, and I think we want to understand and all your needs, right? Or whether there's any queries that we can put you at ease. I know there were a few questions I saw in the chat. They were like, hey, I need some assistance on the banking side. I mean, so it includes banking side, right? If you need help with certain bank-related stuff, also let us know in the Q&A. We can definitely address some of them here. All right, so while I leave you guys, to put in, some of your questions, if you have, into the Q&A function, right? Yeah, okay, I see a lot of questions coming in at this moment. Thank you. All right, maybe we can flash, the Q&A slide. Yep, to show that we're actually going to the Q&A session. Okay, I see a few questions over here. AG is asking, we have registered as a TSP. How will the matching be done? Okay, so AG, let me answer you really quickly, right? As a TSP, as a tech solution provider, that's what TSPs stand for. How do we match you is that we'll assess your solution. So long as you applied to us and all that, we will be assessing your solution. And where we feel that your solution would be suitable, we will actually put you into our database. And then from the database, right, we will actually support you in terms of connecting with the SMEs during our tech pitching session. So there will be a tech pitching session. This tech pitching session is where the SMEs and the TSPs would come together. You guys, as an SME, you get to hear from the tech solution providers, and from the TSPs end, you actually get to connect with some of these SMEs. While there's only a limited number of TSPs that we can showcase, we will also be actually pulling out a few to actually showcase on our platform. So we do have this platform that has a list of tech solution providers. And so as an SME, don't need to worry, even though that there may only be a few that are pitching live, there is still a database full of tech solution providers that we are able to connect you with. And this listing we will actually be showcasing to you during the program. We'll be actually doing it for during the program. So as a tech solution provider, you don't have to worry. We will support in terms of the tech matching, and that will be during the tech selection period. And nearer to that period, that's where our teammates will connect with you if we'd like to invite you for the live session. But if you're not invited for a live session, not to worry. So long as you receive an email from us to say that you've been included in our database, that database will actually be offered to the SMEs and they can actually look through. So hope this answers your question, AG. I see another question from Esmond. Esmond's asking, I'm eager to start. Do we have an exact timetable, the dates already? Esmond, don't worry. I know, very, very excited and all that. Yes, and with what Sean actually shared, there's a lot of activities, workshops, and all that coming up. Yes, we actually have an exact timetable that will be shared closer to when the program is going to start. The first date, the first activity for the program would be on the 1st of June. So, a week before that, you will actually be receiving a full-fledged timetable from us. I think do expect the program to be pretty intense for the next few months. Intense in the sense that there will be maximum of 2 days that you'll need to commit to actually coming in for these workshops, and each of these days, don't worry, it's not a full day workshop, but it'll be between 2 to 3 hours, or certain workshops are a little bit longer than that. So a week before 1st of June, which is the last week of May, we will actually be sending you the full timetable with all the activities that you will actually be able to see, you'll be able to access, and you get an experience basically. Yep. Hope that answers your question, Esmond. All right. Hua San's asking, do you have any portfolio for export B2B businesses? Yes, Hua San. So we have actually supported quite a few B2B businesses. We have supported some in the logistics side of things. We do also have supported some in terms of the export side of things. Some of the we have quite a few we have quite a few SMEs that we have actually supported. Some of these case studies and all that can be found on our Drone Transform page. And who these SMEs are can also be found over there. Some of them are Malaysian SMEs, and there's some that are also, we have supported Singapore SMEs, as well as Thailand SMEs. Yeah. In terms of export, I think I'm just afraid that it might not be relevant for a lot of people over here, but let me drop you a ping, or let my colleagues drop you a ping, right, to share with you one of our case studies, and we can actually share a little bit more detail in terms of what we actually supported them in. Yep. Desmond has a question, as one of TSPs, how to participate in a tech bundle. So I think the first steps first for you, Desmond, is to really send across your application as a tech provider. You can sign up as a tech provider on our Drone Transform page, and on the Drone Transform page over there, sign up as a tech solution provider. From there, that's where our teammates will connect with you if they feel that we can actually use the solution and offer it as a tech bundle. Yeah, so I think we'll need to cross that first hurdle first, before we can actually select you to participate as part of a tech bundle. But yes, I think to address everyone here might be a bit confused, tech bundle and all that. Yes, so we do offer tech bundles and discounts to the SMEs in our program, and our teammates can get in touch with you if they're actually interested to participate, as a tech solution provider. Yeah, so if you have actually dropped in your application as a tech provider, feel free to drop us a ping so that we can actually keep a lookout for it. Yep, hope that answers your question. Yeah. All right. Okay. So I see a lot more questions coming in. Thank you. A lot of questions. Okay. So I think at most that I will actually be able to answer about 2 to 3 more questions. I understand some of these questions that you actually have, some of them are extremely relevant. Not to worry, we will actually type out the answers for some of the questions that you already that you actually have over here. Our team is also on the go typing out some questions. So I see that there's a question from Anas asking about, I've a couple of companies that I'd like to join in on the program as a participant. I think so long as I think that's completely fine, so long as you register as separate companies. coming to the program, and also, I mean, the separate team that are supporting, coming in to represent the company. This is because, we want to ensure that, different companies from different industries, they are given the right support and need, and, for different companies also, maybe the kind of needs that you actually have are a little bit different. And that's why we want to be able to better cater to your needs. Yep. All right. Okay, so I do have a few other questions in terms of, for the program, is there going to be mentorship session? How is it going to be like? In terms of the workshops and all that, who are the people that are supporting in terms of the workshops? So I think in terms of the mentorship session, we do have a mentor in residence that can, support you address some of your questions over there, because we understand that, mentorship is a little bit more curated, right? You want the mentor to be a mentorship session to be a one-on-one session. So I think that's something that we can definitely, yes, we have a mentor in residence, and we can support you definitely in the area. And you can sign up for this dedicated one-on-one mentor in residence sessions on this platform. This platform, we will provide you access to it in a couple of weeks' time, and this platform will allow you to, connect with other SMEs in the program. It will actually allow you to see the, what are the tech providers that you can connect with. You can, meet our mentor in residence. You can access all the workshops, live sessions, recorded sessions in your own time, in your own in your own space and all that. So there's this platform that can, allow you to actually access this whole pool of, I would say, everything that you need in terms of digitalization area. And if at any point you feel that, like maybe some of my needs are not answered over here, I do have other questions, just feel free to drop us an email, info.malaysia@thefinlab.com, and we can answer, some of your needs or answer some of your queries. On the question on, who are the people that are coming in for, the workshops and all that, not to worry, we will share that with you once the timetable is out. You will know who our trainers are, and I believe Sean actually shared across also some of the trainers and all that that will be sharing as part of the program. All right. I do see, a few questions on type of assistance in terms of regionalization, business expansion. We actually do have a workshop, okay, not really workshop, but more of a sharing session as part of the program. And we'll share a little bit more about, how we can support you in terms of regionalization and business expansion. I don't want to put so much, emphasis over here, and also that, you guys will come for the workshop and come for the session. I think that's where we actually get our experts. And I think what Sean has mentioned also, we actually will, be having, a UOB economist even coming to share about, which country you're going to go to, right? This is what you should be looking at when you're trying to tap into this market. So that's one of the assistance that we can provide, and definitely a lot more. So, Kathy, come in for the program, and then come in for that session, and you'll actually find out a lot more about how we can actually support you in that little bit of expanding. And I think there's a excellent question over here by Dora, right? Asking, what is the cost, for joining this Drone Transform program, to joining this workshop and all that. The cost is literally at zero right now, zero, zilch. So we are offering this Drone Transform program free to all SMEs that really want to digitalize your business. Essentially, that's the bottom line for us. You want to digitalize the business, you want to connect with tech providers. We want to be here to, support you in your journey. We understand that it's an extremely challenging time, and cost is always an issue. I think so long as you want to learn, we want to help you in this journey. So we are not, there's no cost involved for this whole program. But do take note, when you get matched with a tech solution provider and you've selected that tech solution provider, then yes, there is a cost to take up that tech. And that cost will be actually listed by the tech provider during our tech pitching sessions. Some of the tech providers do have tech discounts also exclusively with the FinLab. So do keep a lookout for some of these discounts that would be shared by the tech providers. So essentially, for you to join the program to access all the workshop, zero fees, you don't need to pay anything. We're covering all of it. So all the trainers that are coming in and all that, they are coming in to support, and the FinLab UOB is covering the cost of that. All you need to do is that when you want to select the tech provider, that is the cost that you need to cover. I hope that answers a lot of questions. I know I saw a few people, Jason also asking, and Teo Chun also asking about the cost. Yeah, so cost is literally at zero right now. So yeah, do take note of that. Yeah, so I hope I've answered majority of the questions over here. Like I mentioned, we only have limited time to answer a few of these questions. So for the rest of you guys, give my team a few minutes, right? We are putting in the answers for some of your questions. And yeah, so we will also be staying back after this webinar. If you do have any more other questions, let us know in the chat, or you can later after this webinar, you can stay back and ping us and all that. We'll be happy to answer some of these questions. Yeah, and maybe we can move on to the next slide. Yep. So what's next? What should you be looking out for? All right. So next up, we actually have our business model canvas workshop. This is conducted by Felix Tan, our mentor in residence. Business model canvas, not sure whether some of you guys are familiar, but it really is, this is a fantastic tool to actually understand a little bit more about your business model, right? Business model is essentially how your business actually operates and actually functions. This business model workshop will actually allow you to understand your current business model, what you're actually doing and all that, and then to actually sieve out what are certain opportunities that you can look at. So opportunities meaning like, hey, if I'm actually selling a particular product, maybe I'm selling a mug, and I have a retail store selling mugs. Would there be opportunities for me to tap into the online market? What kind of opportunities are there? So we'll actually relook at your business model. You'll understand and see about all these opportunities. We'll identify some of these pain points. We'll identify some of these areas that you can think about and what things that you can do to help you reach that next level, to ensure that your business model is continually relevant. And I think this is extremely important now, right? Especially when some of us as a business, we're deciding to pivot our business, and we're deciding, hey, is this the right pivot to actually look at? Is this the right step that I should be taking next? Yeah, so this business model canvas workshop is extremely important, and it'll be very, very useful for you to think about this. Yeah, so this it seems might be a bit long, 9:30 to 1:30, but I assure you that coming out of this workshop, you would have definitely a better understanding of a business, and you will actually have some idea of what kind of opportunities can you tap on. Yeah, so business model canvas workshop that's coming up next, that's on the 1st of June. So yeah, please put in your calendars for this particular session. We will also be dropping you a little I would say reminder email and all that to come in for this particular session. Yeah. All right, so this is what's happening next, business model canvas workshop. And all right, we can have our next slide. And we will have the closing address by William Heng, Head of the FinTech Ecosystem and Innovation from the Channels and Digitalization team of UOB Malaysia. William, over to you.
Hi, Jamie. Thank you. Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining and tuning in to our kickoff event today. It's been pretty overwhelming. Thank you for all your tremendous support. And we at the bank here, and also together with the FinLab team, we hope that it's been insightful. And also you get a clear picture now on how the program can benefit you, your organization, and also your business. So as my closing note, I'd like to share that throughout our experience of running this program and also engaging the ground, understanding the SMEs and also tech solution provider, we learned that majority of SME, the business owner, right, do understand the need and the importance of digitalization, but yet there's still this holdback to distance themselves from transformation, which we totally understand. It's not an easy subject to adapt and change towards a new norm. And of course, not forgetting the risk of failure. And all these are valid concerns, and digital transformation don't just happen overnight. It takes effort on awareness, learning, and of course, prioritize your needs, your problem statement, your opportunities, which Jamie highlighted that is very important for you to tune into the business model canvas, where through that session, right, you'll be able to actually identify your revenue, your product and services, your multi-channels, what are the operation or problem statement that you have, opportunity that you have that we can actually match it to you through digital solution. And with all that being said, right, the bank, the FinLab, we are here to help you. And let's take this first step towards digitalization with Jom Transform. And let me remind you again that yes, it's a beyond banking values that we want to give back to the industry, to our customer. Hence, the program, you don't have to pay us a single cent. All we seek, right, from the ground, from participants, right, is to have a banking relationship with us. This is the value that the bank and also FinLab put up together, working closely with the industry expert, with agencies, with tech solution provider, right, to come up with bundles to better assist you in your digital transformation, right? All these are value that we want to give back to our UOB customer. And with that, say, Jom Transform. That's all from me, a quick one. So thank you very, very much for tuning in. We'll see you guys soon. And back to you, Jamie. Thank you.
Thanks, William. Ending it on a short and sweet session. All right. So the next slide, we actually have a QR code, right, to actually sign up for the program. I understand some of you guys actually haven't signed up for the program yet. So please, please, please sign up for the program if you haven't. If you haven't signed up for the program yet, do so now, because we will only be sending all these schedules and access to the platform and all that to everybody to have signed up for the program. So if you're a tech provider, you're SME, please sign up now so that we can ensure that if you are SME, you will get the whole listing of what the timetables and what the workshops, who are the trainers and all that. We'll be sending that over to you. So if you haven't signed up, we won't be able to know your email addresses. Do note also that the sign up will also be closing on the 28th of May. So please sign up before 28th of May. I suggest for you to strongly do it now, where the QR code is there and where the bit.ly link is at the bottom. So that's for SMEs. As a TSP as well, please sign up also if you'd like to be part of our TSP database, so that you can actually reach out to some of these SMEs that are in our program. And as a TSP as well, a bonus for you is that not only will you be able to reach out to our SMEs in our Malaysia program, where relevant, we can actually also connect you with the SMEs and our other regional programs. We do have regional programs that are running in Malaysia, they're running in Thailand, and they are running in Singapore. So these are some programs that are also where we actually support the SMEs in terms of their digitalization journey. And as a tech provider, if you have a fantastic solution that we feel is relevant for our SMEs in the other country programs, we will also offer you the opportunity to actually pitch to the SMEs over there. So I think that's a bonus for tech solution providers. But bottom line, to just wrap it all off, sign up now if you haven't, so that we can get connected, we can get in touch, and we can help each other grow our business and take it to the next level. And with that, thank you, everyone. Thank you for coming in for this Jom Transform session. And if you do have any other questions, the team is here. We will stay back for a few minutes after this webinar ends, and we will answer some of your queries. If you do have other queries that haven't been answered, or or in the next few days you realize that, hey, I actually got some questions, you can actually drop an email over to us, info.malaysia@thefinlab.com. I'll put in the email address in the chat function below, and you can just copy and paste and keep the email somewhere safe. All right. So thank you, everyone. Thank you for this session. And I hope to see you on the 1st of June at 9:30 a.m. for the Business Model Canvas workshop. Thank you and have a good week.
Thank you.